What is going on, everybody? So we are standing outside of a project that we're in contract on. We're going to be closing on Monday, but the reason that we initially got this in the first place was I came to walk this property right here. As you guys can see, the windows are all beat in, and a realtor sent this one to us and they said, hey, this is a great deal. It was a little tight, so we came, walked it. It was not a good deal. I mean, it was super, super tight. It just didn't work whatsoever. So a little disappointing. I was like, okay, you know, this is not gonna work. I called a realtor. I was like, hey, we're not gonna make it work. There's like 9 people living in the house. It's super bad shape. So I was parked over there. I jump in the car and I basically start driving away and I see this house. And I was like, okay, you know, let's see what we can do with this one. I mean, it looks like it's abandoned. We've got cart right here. We've got mattress. All the windows are open, super nasty. So I was like, let me see what we can do. So right then and there, looked up the owner. I give her a call, and she tells me, hey, you know, my husband died years ago. I've just kind of owned the house, unfortunately, and yeah, it's become dilapidated over the years. There's been squatters that broke in, and it's just in really, really bad shape. So I was like, I don't know, let's see what we can do. So within 25 minutes, me and her had a verbal agreement that we were gonna move forward. We just had to iron out some numbers, make some stuff work. And yeah, basically that's how we got the deal done right here, just by going to that property in the first place. But it gets way more interesting than that. So in order to get this deal done, there was a caveat. We've never dealt with this before, but the seller told me, I'll sell you the house, but you've got to find a place to put my 14-year-old Chihuahua. 14-year-old Chihuahua. He's living in the house. There's a dog and a cat. I'm taking the cat to where, you know, I'm living at now with my son, but you've got to take the dog. And obviously we're in the real estate business, not really the dog business, but after I told my girlfriend, her mom, they're like, we've got to help that dog. So I told the lady, absolutely, we're going to get it done. We ended up taking the dog. His name's Scrappy. Let me put him on the screen for you. We rehomed the little guy. He was living in some rough conditions. I mean, the dog, I feel kind of bad, like even talking about it and remembering it, but the dog was living in there for 5 years. There were squatters that would break in at night. The lady would come to feed him 3 times a week, but it's like he was just taking a bathroom everywhere in the house. That house is soaked. It's disgusting. And yeah, I mean, I wouldn't wish that on anybody. So we definitely, you know, helped the little guy out. We went and got his shots. Mr. Scrappy is headed to a new home. We're about to get him his shots done, and then this lady's gonna take him in. So hopefully you're happy, Mr. Scrappy. That was a bad life you were living. I've walked this place already, so I don't really want to do this, but we're gonna go walk inside. We're gonna go check it out. It's disgusting. It's one of the worst ones, probably top 5 that we've dealt with. Let's go check it out real quick. You could smell it from there. Like, this place is nasty. I opened the door and yo. Not even, yeah, retreat. Nick, retreat. It's dark and disgusting. I am not going in there again. I will roll you guys a couple B-roll clips right here. Enjoy. This is from my Instagram when I first walked it initially a couple weeks ago. And I'm not gonna do it again until it's cleaned out. So I'll tell you guys that much. That place is extremely disgusting. I'm so glad we're closing on it Monday because I cannot see it in this condition any longer. So there's multiple interesting stories on this one. Obviously, for one, we got the deal by going to another deal that didn't even work in the first place. 2, we helped a cool little dog, Chihuahua, that was living in the house, and we basically saved him from years of terrible living. And 3, I mean, what are the chances that this house right next door is also flipped? Like, they literally just renovated it. I think it's an escrow to sell, and this house right next door is in the current condition that it's in. I mean, investors like us, we get a bad rap sometimes. Oh man, flippers, they're just, you know, buy and sell. But in reality, there's probably a family buying this house with kids, and you've got a squatter rundown house next door, and we're gonna beautify it and make it look just like this, nice and tip-top shape, and 1, elevate the values in the neighborhood, but 2, make it safer. So the overall story with this whole property is just super interesting. I mean, like, the stuff we see on a day-to-day basis is kind of insane. If you guys have properties like this in Vegas, I mean, if you're the seller, don't be embarrassed, shoot it over to me. If you know somebody that has a house like this, that's abandoned squatter house, shoot it over to us, we'll get you a cash offer. Or if you're a realtor, you've got a client, let us know. We're always in the market to buy. There's never a shortage of these. We get 1 to 2 of these a month, believe it or not. And I always marvel, like, how did it get like this? But they do get like this. So definitely reach out to us, and short little video for you guys. Catch you guys in the next one.